Hello, I am back with another video. Today I want to sew around these dress form tags, bookmarks. I'm not really sure what to call them, but I went ahead and cleaned them up, trimmed all the edges, and then rounded the corners with my crocodile, and I used the I used the 1/4 inch. So I was going to do a tag shape, but I'm leaving it until after I sew around, and then I'll decide what kind of hole to put in here, if I'm even going to put a hole in there. I'm not sure. I might just leave it. But I have my Bernina here, and I already have it set to the stitch length I want. And I'm hoping that I left enough room down here to be able to get my stitch in there. We'll see. That will be the, yeah, I think I'm just gonna make it. Because I might put a tie up here or something, I'm gonna start my stitch up here. So we'll see. But I'm just gonna do a few. I know you really can't see what I'm doing, but I just wanted to get a few of these done and show you what they look like. And I have my needle in the down position so that when I get to the corner I can pick my needle up, pivot a little bit, and turn it till I get around the corner. And I am doing a couple back stitches. I just stop before the corner, pick my needle up, pivot a little bit, and I do this like a couple times until I feel I'm around that corner. And I am moving this tool out of the way so I don't catch it in my foot. Okay, there's one done. And I had white thread in my machine, so that's what I went with. I'll just go white on everything. But that's it right there. And I did just make it in. And it's not perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect or anything. I just want that sewn look. I just feel like it just really adds something. And there's still room to write on the back. I gotta sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Okay, it's cold here today. I am bundled up. They're saying we're supposed to get snow this weekend. I hope they're lying, so I don't know. I'm kind of over it. This one looks like it's pretty close, but if I sew on the bottom of this, it's not going to really bother me. So I'll do a few more. And I usually do them all and then set these aside. And what I do is I pull my threads to the back with my I've got a little seam ripper that makes it easy because I have a hard time seeing. But if you pull on this back thread, it'll pop up, and then the loop, you can pull that right to the back. So there's one. So if you pull on this, you can get that. Is that it right there? No, that's not it. Got the wrong one. Let's see. Is that it? That's it. Oops. I shredded the thread, but that's okay. I'll cut that off. But yeah, I try to get my threads pulled to the back, put a little dab of glue on there. That way they stay and don't pull out. Because you've gone through all that work, it would be sad for that to pull out. And I may trim this tool up a little bit, but I think that looks pretty good. But yeah, I'm really happy with how these turned out. So there's one. Let's see here. Let me do this one. Sorry, had to add answer hubby's message. Okay, let me start another one here. I do have a thread tie on this machine. This is a Bernina Aurora 430. It does do embroidery. I really shouldn't be sewing with this, but I didn't feel like dragging out my other one, so so I'm using it. I just had it serviced too, knock on wood. I had a bunch of stuff stuck in there, and I had used some old thread and it broke off in here, which is not good. So just be careful with your expensive machines not to use old thread like cotton thread. This is polyester thread, but it's embroidery thread. So I'm splurging and going to use it on my cards here. All right, I'm going for it. I'm just taking one or two back steps. I'll try to go a little faster. Yeah, I am sewing on the bottom of that, so, but that's okay. That doesn't bother me. Okay, there's another one that went pretty quickly. I probably don't need to leave these threads so long, but there's that one there. I mean, it's kind of hard to see. The lighting is horrible today because it's gloom and doom, but that's New York for you. But yeah. And then I saw this trick, like on the back side. I don't like to mess with my, especially on this machine, my tension, because it can get messed up. But on my other machine, I could mess with the tension. But I saw this trick, Rhonda without an H. When she sews, she was a quilter too, like on paper, and you know how your stitches on the back bump up a little bit? She had this trick where she took, this is not a good bone folder, but she said take your bone folder and just burnish the back like this. And it works, it really works. So I do that now after I'm done sewing with everything. Just go over the back. You can do it with anything smooth. And it pushes those little bumps down. It's really cool. It really works. So thank you, Rhonda, if you're watching. I like that tip. All right, this one is a smaller one. I'm gonna save that for later. Do this one. I'll do a couple more. And I made sure I put a new bobbin in before I started. I always try to check. It's a habit for me because when I do embroidery on this machine, if you run out of thread, it's kind of a pain while you're in the middle of a big project. So, all right, going for it. I'm going to grab that tool out of the way because it will get caught on my foot. My presser foot that is on the floor here is a little squeaky. I might have to get that oiled. Because I noticed every time I take my foot off, it squeaks. It's probably cold, like me. A little squeaky. Okay. Okay. There you go. Cute. Super cute. I'm really loving these. Okay, there's that one. And then we'll go with this one. Yeah. I'm glad I went with just rounding the corners. I'm really happy with that. And then I'll decide if I'm going to put a hole there or just give them as gifts. Then they could do what they want with them. I might just do that. Just leave them as is. And I may put some in my shop. We'll see. I'll show you how I set my foot in my needle position. If you have a machine where you can move your needle, oopsie, got the cart before the horse there. Come on. My foot is not cooperating with my brain. Okay. there's that. I really enjoyed making these. I really did. So let me take my foot off. It's just a standard, my standard foot. Basically what I'm doing is I have my, when I'm sewing my foot, I'm following this line like this. And I have the option to move my needle anywhere I want, back and forth. So I've moved my needle as far over to that edge as I can. So that's as far as my needle will go. So as long as I stay on this line like this, my needle is going to go in the same spot every time. So I have another foot that leans up against here, but it only works well with straight stitches. I mean, you can do it with rounded corners, but it's a little tricky and tedious. I'll show it. These are all my little feet for this. It's this one here, and it has a little arm here, and you can, when you have it, that like rides up. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but that rides along there. If you have a straight line, I love this for that. It's so straight, and you can move your this one here, I have two of these. One is open, totally open. I think I have it here, yeah. This one here is, well, no, there's a thing in the middle, but you can move your needle to one side or the other and not down the center because of that bar. You will hit that bar with your needle. But yeah, and I can move this one here is like for quilting, for doing finishing. You can move this over and set it. But yeah, I used to, when I was in Florida, take classes. But yeah, that's a cool little foot. And then when I do my embroidery, I use this foot. It just has the little eye thing. Oopsie. Okay, I'm probably making a lot of racket here. Get back in there. Okay. Yeah, I used to take classes on how to do stuff, make cool things with my daughter, and that was fun. I miss that. Okay, there's that one. Let's see, where am I at with time? Let me do, I want a different color. Oh, here's, excuse me, a solid color. Move my tool out of the way, zip down through here. You'll be able to see with this solid color what the stitching looks like. Yeah. Isn't that cute? I love that. I might trim that a little bit, but I like the messiness of it. Yeah, you can see the stitching. And then on the back I'll do Rhonda Winstead is her last name. I'll do her little trick and burnish that down. So it really does make a difference. So I love that. Yeah, those turned out really cute. I'm really having fun making these. I have another idea on them. I already did a prototype, well, a few prototypes this morning, but I'm not ready to share them yet. Oh, let's do this one. Okay, I'll do one more. I was really surprised on how many scraps I had to do this project. And you can see how quickly this all comes together. I would just sit and just do all of these and then take my little tool and pull all my strings to the back. If you just pull on that, it'll pop up and then pull it to the back. So they don't have strings in the front. Now I kind of need it, pull it closer to my eyeballs so I can see, but I need new glasses. If it doesn't pull back, you can tug on the front too and loosen it. Or if it just doesn't want to come at all, just put a dab of glue on it and just cut it. Is that it? No, that's not it. That's not it. But I think I got it. It's one of those stubborn ones. Doesn't want to come out. So I'm going to leave that. And I'll probably just do my glue and then just snip it. But yeah, this one's a little squirrely. But yeah, that's it. I love these. I mean, if you wanted, you could do matchy-matchy with your thread and everything, but I like to just put one color of thread in and just go with it. Yeah, I just like the sewn look. I mean, you could do a zigzag stitch around if you want, but I like the straight stitch. Okay, I think that's it for today. I have a lot of chores to do today that I need to get done, and I want to upload this video before it gets too late. Our power was out for 2 hours yesterday afternoon, so it kind of threw everything off course. So by the time I got to do my video, it was like after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So when I went to upload my video, I think everybody was online and it took forever. So I noticed that if I upload my videos in the morning, it goes pretty quickly. So, but okay, I hope you enjoyed this and got some tips or ideas or spark some inspiration. But yeah, these were just all out of scraps. I had these left over from another project and they have just been sitting in a box, and I said I'm going to use them up. And you know, in using them up I made more scraps, but I have a lot. I'll be making these for a while, and I think they make great gifts. I mean, if I get an abundance of them, I'll just throw them in my shop and see what happens. But yeah, happy Friday, and I hope everybody has an awesome weekend. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!